Howdy folks, and welcome to another Taste of Gameplay video, this time for the Spanish Tier 2 Tech Tree Cruiser, the Méndez Núñez. I hope I said that right. As always, these videos are designed to give you a sample of the gameplay of the ship, not to be an exhaustive analysis. I recommend the Wargaming Wiki or other content creators. Though, in the case of this ship, if you were to go to the Wargaming Wiki, you would find under the description, it literally has the text, "The Méndez Núñez was first released for sale on DD MMM YYYY. So someone would appear to have forgotten to update that part. And I think that's a metaphor for the Méndez Núñez. As soon as I saw that, I knew I was in trouble. I'll be honest, guys, I'm running out of things to say about some of these Tier 2 ships. I hope that just watching the gameplay alone is enough for you to get a sense of this specific ship and what it's like to play in Tier 2 these days. This dispersion is achingly bad. And this enemy, Méndez Núñez, which is a bot, of course, is moving achingly slowly. I will mention the super cool Spanish flag on the side of the ship. The art department, as always, is ahead of the rest of the game. The hardest part about playing the Méndez Núñez was the 20-ish minutes I had to wait to even get a game in the queue. So there's that. I'm playing against one other player. I guess I'll say again, as I say in every Tier 2 game, low tier games in general, but especially Tier 1 and 2, I find by far the best strategy is just to defend the base. Because that way all the bots are pushing into you, and also sometimes, as will happen in this game, the enemy player either doesn't understand or forgets that they can lose by having the bots cap their base, and so that's what happens. Man, you know, Tier 2, it's rough. I get that it needs to exist, right? And they put a new nation in the game, Spain, moderately recently, like much more newer than a lot of the other nations. And of course, they're not just going to skip Tier 2. They got to have a ship. And it's like, I don't know, what are they going to do? I would try to do something. You know, maybe you guys have some ideas and you can put it in the comments. But at this point, with the state of the game the way it is, I have been led to believe, my understanding is that the reason it takes 20 minutes to get match at these games is at least partially that Wargaming, and this seems like a good move, by the way, has this kind of protected matchmaker where basically new players are never going to end up in a game with me, which is sensible because they shouldn't be in a game with me unless there was some other way of handicapping the game. But I don't know, I feel like we could use that somehow, like either handicap me, you know, like give me less HP or something, or like make the ships slightly different when veteran players are playing them. I don't know, just give us something. I mean, this is clearly not working. Nobody wants to play this. I can't imagine why you would do this unless you were making a video on every ship in the game, you know, hypothetically, or you needed to just get through to Tier 3 and you didn't want to spend money. You're a free-to-play player. But even then, like the way free XP works in the game these days, I mean, these ships cost so little free XP. I have to imagine most people would just skip this, especially once they get into a queue for 4, 5, 6 minutes and realize there's no games to be had. I mean, I would just spend the free XP and just skip this ship. This is not one of the Research Bureau levels, right? So like if you are trying to replay ships to get Research Bureau points, you're not going to go all the way down to Tier 1, I don't believe, if I remember correctly. I think it starts at like Tier 4 or 5. Is the Méndez Núñez a good ship? I don't know, it's fine. It's got 8 guns, it can fire 7 of them. The one thing I noticed about it is that it has a lot more hit points than some of the other cruisers. It's comparable to the Weymouth. But all that means is there's more HP to like chew through, especially if you're facing one. You know, like I'm trying to kill this Weymouth. I mean, that's one of the things about Tier 2 is you have to shoot so many shells. So compared to Tier 1, they increased the HP more than they increased the damage the shells do, which means it changes the pace even slower. Like you just, it's so It's such a slow game. Like, you can fire and fire and fire and hit every shell on an enemy ship, and it can still take you minutes and minutes and minutes to destroy them. Like, even if it's a bot and they're just sailing or not sailing at all. I mean, if you were in a training room, I mean, there's just nothing. You're just firing over and over again. So, yeah. So the Méndez Núñez, it definitely is a ship. It's a ship in the game. You can play it. I have now run out of things to say. How's everybody doing? How's 2026 going for folks? What's new in everybody's gaming career? I don't know. If you rewatch this video and you feel like posting in the comments, tell me, I don't know, a ship that you're excited about or a game that you're playing. Because I mean, I got nothing. You should not play the Méndez Núñez unless you just really want to, in which case go for it. Why are you here watching this video? This is just a historical record of what Tier 2 Spanish cruiser play was like. I mean, that dispersion, you know, missing every single shell on a bow-in target at 4 kilometers. Huh, rough. And then just the damage numbers, they're just not good, right? I mean, like this one is an issue because I'm just shattering some of my shells. But even when you hit, I mean, that was 245 damage. That guy's got 17,100 hit points. I got to hit him with so many shells. And I just don't fire that often, and I don't fire that many shells, and the dispersion's not that good. I mean, even if he stands still and lets me just fire over and over, I have no torpedoes. I have no burst, right? I have no AP. I mean, that's why AP and torpedoes and other things need to exist in the game, to punish people that make a mistake and to just kind of speed things up. I mean, this is the problem. Basically, what this is HE spamming, and this is the reason why HE spamming is not necessarily the most fun thing, because it's not one impactful decision. It's death of 1,000 paper cuts. It reminds me of my old days playing World of Warcraft, you know, when you would stand next to a boss with your character and just put it in auto attack mode and then, like, I don't know, go away and make a sandwich and come back because you just needed your character to literally swing his sword like 500 times. I mean, nothing wrong. I'm not criticizing. Yeah, that is a gameplay style that I get has a lot of advantages, and I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. It's just, this is not what I love about World of Warships, right? I love the big moments, the deb strikes, the torpedo hits, outthinking your opponent. This is none of that. This is just DPM. Anyway, I'm not trying to harsh on the Méndez Núñez. It's fine. It's a Spanish Tier 2 cruiser. It needs to exist. It occupies the space in between Tier 1 and Tier 3. And I sincerely doubt that I will ever play it again. So that's the Méndez Núñez, for completeness sake, if nothing else. And I will see you guys in the next video.